today's review, we will be reviewing the Marvel Strange Tales Moon Knight. And this is a Moon Knight I'm very excited for, because this is a Moon Knight you can throw in with your West Coast Avengers, which we've been building out over the year or two with Marvel. And as you can see here, it has the amazing figure shown here. Not a soft good capes, but that's okay. We've got the accessories, the Ankh. Finally, we have the Ankh. We have this really cool art on the side with the Moon Knight, the Marvel Legends logo, the rest of the Bath Wave, including the Hell of a Ring, and then of course the dialogue and the art that's also on the two sides. And it's just an amazing figure with lots of accessories and the head of Blackheart. Let us look at the packaging for a bit and then we'll open it up. And here we have Moon Knight out of the packaging, and he comes with his usual accessories, his bow staff, his kind of ninja star moons. I'll try to get where you guys can see that, the usual ones that come with Moon Knight. Got the three small ones and the big one, and then of course the Ankh, which is our new accessory. I hope I'm saying that right. I believe that's what it's called because I remember using it in Marvel Rivals. And then of course the two fist / boomerang holding hands, which are very detailed. I think that's how the last Moon Knights were too, so there we go. And then there's the holes so it can hold the pieces, and they're both on rockers that go like this. And then his hands that he comes with are on the 4 front rockers, so they can go like that to hold the bow staff out. Something I noticed when I was opening up, unfortunately my copy, and I don't know how bad this is going to be, has a kind of crack over there. I don't know if that's the way it is with all of them. It's on both sides. It wasn't like that on my other Moon Knight that I got that shares this mold, because I'm pretty sure this is 90% the same Moon Knight that was the Walgreens one and then the retro carded reissue one. But this time we have the, I don't think they've given us this before, but we have the black on the inside of the cape, which is really cool. And then we've got, of course, the gold arm bracelets, which look really cool and are very detailed. Same with the belt. And then the gold leg warmers is what I'm going to call them. And then, of course, the Moon Knight symbol right there. And then he's got, of course, the black mask with the white cow, which is really awesome. Articulation, it is pinless joints. Start with, so there's butterfly joints, which are really clean and nice. Let me get into frame. I'm gonna hold his head like this. Butterfly joints that are really nice, so you can get some really good range. On top of the shoulder ball joint kind of moving pieces, so you can get all the way in like that. That's incredible. We've got the shoulder cut here, so you can kind of move it back and forth. You got the double jointed elbows. The gold band gets a little bit in the way, but not by much. Then of course the hands on our standard, you know, rocking and moving. We got the ab crunch, which, like I said, every time I go like that, kind of makes a pop there, so I'm kind of nervous that might break. Hopefully it doesn't. Then we got the ab crunch that lets it go all the way back, giving him sway back. We've got a waist swivel, not wrist. It's like wrist and waist, that you can move around. The belt doesn't get into the way too much. You've got the legs that can go that far up, that far forward, and that far back. And then, like I said, there's the waist, thigh cut, which you can have for movement like that. Then you've got the double jointed legs, you can go all the way like that. And then there is a boot cut right up here, so you can move it around like that. You can get them all over the place if you wanted to have your Moon Knight beaten up. And then you got the foot that can go that far and that far with the rocker. So lots of great articulation, so you can get him into all kinds of poses. The head, of course, has some limited movement because it's got all this scarf material and stuff. And it's not really meant to be pulled off, but you can. But it does have the ball joint with the rocker up here, and the cape can come off if you want it to. You can see that it's not painted up there, so that's where the paint ends. Right there, he kind of looks like Space Ghost. But yeah, really good articulation. I'm gonna put his head back on and get him in a cool pose and give my thoughts real fast. While I was getting into a pose, I was changing out the hands real fast, and I realized that these come off. So you could take these wrist bracelets off if you didn't want them on, or if you wanted to give them to a different character. So I just wanted to cover that real fast because I thought that was cool. And here we got Moon Knight holding his staff and the Ankh. Looking really cool, getting ready to serve justice for Khonshu. Downside is I realized that I think due to that side burst is what I'm calling it on the sides, he pushes out his ass, and it pushes his abs forward. I tried to fiddle with it, so I'm gonna have to try to see what I can do to fix that. But besides that, what do I think of this figure? I think this is an amazing Moon Knight figure. I'm very excited to finally have this version of Moon Knight. I'm excited to put it in with my West Coast Avengers, with my Wonder Man and Hawkeye and Mockingbird and was it Mockingjay? I can't remember her name. And my Hank Pym and all those cool West Coast Avengers, you know, West Coast Iron Man. If you are a Moon Knight fan, if you're a West Coast Avengers fan, this is an amazing figure for you. Even if you just are a Marvel Rivals video game fan, this is a great figure for you too. Especially because it comes with the Ankh and you can use his ultimate. Overall, just an amazing figure. Articulation is decent. I would love to be able to see what he can do on a flight stand, so at some point I'm going to try to get one so I can have him on it. But yeah, great figure. 5 moons out of 5. Definitely recommend it. Thank you so much for watching. And like always, don't forget to subscribe and like and share. And that about wraps it up. Thanks for stopping by. If you have any comments, leave them in the comment section. If you're feeling generous, share it. And thank you so much for watching. Till next time, bye.